You are an MBA student and you have been told that without experience you can't get into SAP, and also told by a lot of people that you don't have greater marks, you don't get into SAP. Is that true? Are you sure that all the people in the market who is working as SAP consultants are master rank holders, or they are number 1 or top 10? Is that? Do you think so? No. Today we will talk the selection criteria for SAP. In general, there is a myth in the market saying that until otherwise you are topper or you got exceptionally highest percentage and you have extraordinary communication skills, or you have lot of implementations experience, or you are coming from premium institution only, you will get SAP job. You think so? No. See, SAP is the platform for everybody. You may be just a graduate or just a master degree holder in any field, but you have a greater interest, commitment and understand business, then you are fit to join and take SAP Career. One of the primary qualification to get into SAP is that you got to have an aggressive attitude towards learning business processes. So don't get into the trap of that until otherwise you are number 1, have greatest marks and also you are certified only get the jobs. No. Of course, these are helpful, but they are not mandatory, rather they are not the essential one. Now, let us discuss what are the primary qualities to choose SAP Career. Number 1, let us take this into 2 parts before saying the numbers, right? One is from the qualification side. Number 2, on your attitude side. If you are a graduate, any field, that is sufficient to take SAP Career. If you are a graduate in your regional language, still you are eligible to take SAP Career. Language is not a barrier, my friend. Please come out from that myth. You go and check any IT services company. At least 60 to 75% people might have come from small towns, villages. Then how they made it? For that matter, I came from a town. So, if you are studying in metropolitan city or in a town or village, whether you are strong in communication, especially English communication, it does not make big difference. But you got to have certain basic things which you can't avoid. Now, first thing is qualification. We have done on that, right? So you can be a degree holder, any regional language. You can be from India, Bangladesh or anywhere. If you are in Bangladesh and looking for an SAP opportunity, you studied in Bangla, that's fine. You are a degree or undergraduate from one of the European countries which you studied in your local language, that's still fine. There is no hurdle. Any undergraduate or graduate can choose SAP Career. Now let's get into the next one. What are the other qualifications or attributes one should have? Number one, you need to know the business language and processes to the core. This is pretty much important. Meaning, if you are an SAP FICO consultant, until otherwise you don't know the functions of finance department in an organization, you can't become an SAP finance consultant. This applies even for all the modules. I'm talking now, this particular video is focusing more on the functional. When I say functional, I'm talking about finance, material management, sales and distribution, then production and planning, HR. There are a lot of functional modules. I'm talking about those areas. So first thing is you need to know the business functions. Then only you go for an SAP consultant position or job. If you don't know this, my friend, you will not survive. It's as simple as that. Now, the question arises. First thing which I said, business functions. Now, let's assume that you are an MBA finance graduate. You just passed out, you're a fresher. Now, your question is, sir, I'm an MBA finance guy. I just passed out. How I can get this? So for this, very simple, right? So first thing is, if you're done your MBA finance, you might have done the internship, right? You will be having an opportunity to do the project, right? Try to do the project in the functional area where you want to get in. If you are an MBA finance, go and join and do a project which is related to the finance function. It's a greatest opportunity. Some universities will allow you to do it for 3 months. Some universities allow it to do almost for 6 months. Some universities will break it down and make it like summer internship and you have a project. So you have a clear breakdown, right? So you need to do this. If you don't do this, if you are not spending time and understanding, it's very difficult. And second most thing is, you need to go ahead and talk to all the functional team who is doing the job. It is pretty and most important thing, and it is not rocket science. Whatever you study in your MBA, whatever you studied in your Bachelor of Commerce, whatever you studied in your production management as a b.tech student, the same thing will come there. So if you are a fresher, try to do like this. Spend time with the experienced people, but make sure when you are getting SAP training, try to get some internship, try to get that internship specifically in the area where you want to go. Let's assume that. Let us take two situations here. One is you are studying MBA final year or BCom final year, you decided that you want to get into MBA career. Final year, you are clear, you need to go and make sure you do the project in that particular function. That's number one. Let's assume that you have done your degree, or bachelor's degree or master's degree. Then in such case, you need to make sure while joining any particular SAP course, make sure you do this internship. Morning 9 to 6 or 5, do internship in the department. Late evening, you go on to SAP course. Then probably it is a 6 months program. My friend, you have long years to go. Don't rush. Make sure you get this properly. This is number one. Number two, decent communication skills. Now you got confused. Just now, sir, you said there is no communication, there is no English communication skills required. My friend, you don't need to be, I said the decent. You don't need to be a Shakespeare talking a greatest English. No. You need to have basic and decent English or local language skills. There are a lot of places, for example, if you are in Germany, if you are in Poland, if you are in China and you want to do a SAP job, local language is enough, right? Because your counterpart is talking your language. If you are in any part of Middle East, if you are in Russia, so any of these countries you take, right? All these countries, they use the local language. So if you are okay with your regional language, that is enough. Let's assume a situation where English has been spoken in a highest way, meaning you are coming from India, or you are coming from Pakistan, or Bangladesh, or you are coming from Sri Lanka. So you are coming from any countries where SAP opportunities are not there and you are moving to a different country. You need to know the language which they are talking, or you need to have a decent communication skills in English. I am using repeatedly a word called decent. So decent means like if you are able to communicate the basic concept the other person, that's enough. That's how people start. But once you go into that, obviously you will get through. I can show you thousands of people in SAP Career today also who can't speak a good English, but still they are at a very, very good position and earning multi-millions. Either it may be dollars or it may be rupees, or pounds, whatever maybe it is. So communication, you need to have a decent communication, and the tip for getting or going ahead and managing this is the business functions. The communication skills always depends on the function, meaning if you know the process, if you know in the sales cycle there is an inquiry, then there is a quotation, there is a sales order, then there is an invoicing and billing. If you know this process, then putting that in the words of that particular language is not a challenge. So you need to have the foundation. Don't go and open one grammar book and start reading. It never happens because you don't have a structure, my friend. The structure is always your business functions. Third one, documentation skills. Lot of students who studies in mid and lower middle towns, size towns and also villages and non-reputed colleges, even for that matter reputed colleges, one of the primary problem is they will not have the documentation skills. You don't know how to prepare a Word document. You don't know how to prepare a presentation. This is one of the most important skill which you need to have it. So spend time how to improve this. While you are doing your training, once you are done with your the bachelor's or master and doing the SAP training, make sure you do some kind of a documentation. Meaning, if you are going to the classroom, right, there is some notes given there. Come home, open your laptop, start typing what they said in your own language and start correcting that. Whatever they taught, put it in a presentation format. Try to build some presentations out of that. Let's assume that you joined material management program. For that, not a rocket science, right? Come home, open a presentation, prepare. What is the first step? RFP, request for proposal. Put that. Okay, this is the number one, step number one. Then after that, vendor will respond with the quotation receival. Then vendor evaluation. Then vendor selection. Likewise, you are putting them in an order so that you are learning. Of course, this will not come over the night. If you have done some work at your bachelor's level or master's level, you might have practiced on this, but you start at least. This is very, very, very much important for you, my friend, I am telling you. If you are good at documentation skills, so you are halfway done, right? So you are done with your communication skills, you are done with your business functions, you are done with your documentation. Fourth one, which is very, very, very important, positive mentality. Take it positive. Lot of students have seen, or even laterals, this applies for a lot of people. They will take it so light, either it will be in extremely other side or the lower side. Meaning, if you are successful, say for example, you prepare a profile, a CV, then you try to apply for the job. If you get response, you will become so overconfident. If there is no response, you will come down. No, be positive. Analyze your failures and target for the success. There is no person in the world that he has not failed. Everybody got failed. And there is another famous thing which is there a problem in the society. Everybody will show you the top 10. See Ambani, see Bill Gates. I will say in other way around. You see, there are a lot of Ambanis, Adhanis, there are a lot of Bill Gates sitting around in your circle itself. Your target is not to earn $100 billion, my friend. Nobody wants to do that on the day one. It comes. You will once you. So first, of course, you might be at a self-actuation level, which is like at the top level, that agreed. But there are lot of people around you who got successful. You see the next house guy, somebody might have failed in his graduation, might be now earning multi-million dollars. There may be another person just opposite your house who just passed graduation, might be earning multi-million dollars or rupees. Check them, check surroundings and see the success. Always see the people, how they are achieving the success. See the success. Try to learn that. Learn from your mistakes, learn from the success of the other people. This is how you will grow. Never ever avoid looking after the success people. I am telling you, this is the fact. Lot of people in the market who look after the success people, they will get into a success mode, obviously. So be positive. So these are the major things. If you are okay with these things, if you have a bachelor degree and whatever I said this, and I have given a comprehensive another video where I mention what kind of courses you need to do, how you need to do all that stuff, please follow that. Nobody can touch you, and I am sure within 6 months and a year max you will get one of the best jobs which you are looking for. Never ever give up. So hope this video is useful for you. If you like this video and you really think this is useful, please subscribe and click the bell icon for more this kind of videos, and also share to the people who are really looking for SAP Career. Thanks for watching.